Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a chocolate pavlova. I am thrilled to share this recipe with you. It's incredibly simple and easy. Now, if you've been following me for a while, then you know I made a regular pavlova last year, right around this time for Mother's Day, I believe, and I figured that was a really good hit. Everybody loved it. I might as well just show you the chocolate version for this year. And even if you're not a mom or you're not making this for Mother's Day, because I'm not making it for Mother's Day, I'm making it today, this is something you need to have in your repertoire if you want to impress people and you want something incredibly simple and easy. The ingredients for this you probably already have on hand. You'll need some egg whites, plain old granulated sugar, cocoa powder, a pinch of instant espresso, some balsamic vinegar, a pinch of salt, and vanilla extract. Those are the ingredients to make the base, the actual meringue base. And then we need to fill it with some sweetened cream. We're going to top it with some raspberries and chocolate shavings. Oh! If I was an opera singer, I'd be doing opera music right now. But I'm not, so I'm not going to because I don't want to scare you. The first thing you want to do is get your oven preheated to 300. The second thing you want to do is take some parchment paper and any 8-inch object, round object that you might have. This is just a small plate that I have. Trace it with a pencil, and then you want to put this upside down so that you can kind of see where you've traced it, but you don't want your meringue to actually touch the pencil. Now, I know there was a lot of debate last year over whether or not you should trace it or don't trace it or whatnot. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Do what makes you feel good. I trace it because I want to make sure I'm right. Now, I'm going to make this in my standing mixer. You can do this by hand unless you want to suffer a nervous breakdown, which I totally advise against it because this could take a while for the egg whites to get to the right consistency. So I got my egg whites in here. I'm going to turn this on, add in my salt. Now I will say it is crucial for your mixing bowl and your whisk attachment to be very clean without any oil or residue. Otherwise, the egg whites will not beat properly. So I'm going to let this go until it becomes nice and frothy, and then we'll start adding in our sugar. So once the egg whites are frothy, you're going to start adding in your sugar, and you're just going to add the sugar and let this go for a good 7 minutes or so, or until the egg whites are stiff peaks and super glossy, and when you touch it with your fingers, you don't feel the graininess from the sugar. That's when you know they're done. I'll show you what they look like when they're there. Finally, that took a while, but that's why I do it in my standing mixer. Just gonna take my beater, put some of the batter like that. That holds the parchment paper in place. There you have it. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now that you've got your egg whites, they're beautifully glossy, perfect. Love that. You're gonna add in your balsamic vinegar, or you can use white wine vinegar. That is what gives you that pavlova texture. Some vanilla extract, and your cocoa powder and instant espresso. I'm just going to sieve this because I want to make sure that there are no lumps in here whatsoever. You see those lumps right there of cocoa? Just going to do that. Job done. And now all I'm going to do is just fold this. Fold everything together, being very careful to not deflate the egg whites. So just fold it in and keep on moving. That looks great. All right. Just gonna put this right into the center and just smooth it out. Don't let it go outside the line so that you get a really good size pav, because this will expand as it bakes. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. I just take my spatula and just run it along the sides to get the outside nice and smooth. And I'm just going to take my spoon, get this off my spatula, and that's all I do. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Now that looks perfection. I'm gonna put this into the oven. It's at 300 for about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. You're looking for the outside to be that wonderful meringue crisp-like texture and the inside to be like that marshmallowy consistency. That's perfection. Then what you're gonna do is turn the oven off, open the door of the oven just a little bit, and let this cool in there completely. You can do this the night before, which is what I mostly do when I make a pavlova. Do it the night before, leave the door open a little bit, the oven turned off, the oven door open a little bit, oven turned off, and let it cool completely. Once it's there, we're gonna fill this baby up, top it with our berries, and get going on the next step. My beautiful chocolate pavlova was in the oven for an hour and 10 minutes, and then what I ended up doing was just leaving it in the oven with the oven turned off and the door slightly open overnight. I'm not gonna lie, I went on YouTube and started watching some Totò Misera in Nobiltà. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, and if you do know what I'm talking about, what is your favorite Totò movie? Anyway, off subject. So I just let it completely cool overnight, and now it is time to finish it. Now, I've got this huge spatula here that I'm just gonna run underneath to loosen it, so I don't have to flip it upside down. Yeah, buddy. And it is perfection. It is what a pavlova should be. It's cracked and dried out up top and all on the outside, but it's still got that gooey, marshmallowy interior. Oh, now what I have here is some whipped cream that I've sweetened. This is just about 1.25 cups of heavy cream whipped with some confectioner's sugar, just a couple tablespoons. And now I'm just gonna take this and fill this all the way up. I just whipped it with a handheld whisk. Just fill this in, and I'm gonna top mine with some berries, raspberries. But I'm gonna tell you, I was very lucky the other day. I went to the grocery store and I found some passion fruit. So I'm saving it because I wanna make pavlova within the next few days, regular pavlova, and top it with passion fruit, because I did hear that that is a phenomenal combination, so that is what I'm doing. And then I'm going to top it with just tons of my raspberries. Doesn't have to be perfect, you just want to cover the top with them. Now this is done. Now you can serve this as is or with a nice dusting of cocoa, but if you want to just take this to another level, I've got some white chocolate and dark chocolate bars here. And now all I'm going to do is push this close to me and then just take my knife and then run it like so and make those little curls. I'm going to do that until I've got quite a few of the dark chocolate and the white chocolate, just to scatter all over the top. It makes things a little bit extra like fancy, and you know me, I do not have a neck for decorating things. It's just not my forte, but this is just an easy, simple way to take this dessert to another level and make it a bit more special. I think this is plenty. And look, I mean, seriously, how proud would you be to serve this to someone? I mean, I'm proud to serve anything to anybody, because you know, when you cook and you make something for someone, it's always special. But oh, all right, I can't take it another second. I'm gonna go into this, and I am, let's just say excited isn't the word. Oops. I love me some pavlova. Ooh, 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 look at the interior. Look at it. Look. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Hashtag, that's all I'm saying. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't watch baseball. Which one is the home run? Is it baseball? I think so. Home run! Or if it was football, I'd say touchdown. Right? I should probably watch more sports. I'm so excited. It's sweet, not too sweet. I feel like I've got stuff on my face. The delicious sort of fresh burst from the raspberries. Don't think it can get any better than this. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get this recipe. I'm gonna go stuff my face with the rest of this. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.